Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm for Poverty, where we don't trust, we verify, and operate with integrity and transparency. In today's video, giving you a blast from the past, a 1-year check-in on the scamiversary of Animal Farm and Drip and how they have evolved to the Drip X Venom Surge Mamba ecosystem and how you can avoid these scams and devs and cult-like communities and keep your bag safe in this 2025 bull run. So stay tuned.
Chasing altcoins feels like throwing darts blindfolded. Every loss hurts and every win is fleeting. Stop the cycle. Bitcoin is the safest bet in crypto, and Drip2 BTC makes it even better with high-yield wallets and discounts. Buy Bitcoin, deposit, and earn while you sleep. It's time to build wealth you can count on.
All right, first a quick recap. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I saw this Telegram message while just going through stuff, December 1st, 2023. So if you're not familiar, you can ignore this part, but basically this was the dev from the Drip community and Animal Farm community, and he ghosted the community literally now 1 year from today. I'm doing this video early, but by the time it comes out, it'll be the 1-year scamiversary. And I'm putting that in here because this community is what got me into DeFi. And I was drinking the Kool-Aid and convincing myself that everything was going to be bullish and we're going to the moon because I was in echo chambers. So that dev ghosted the community. This was the original project. This is actually the second website. And all of his projects have just shit the bed and they've disappeared. And I'm bringing this up to tie into a question of this new development of this platform that someone in the community asked, and unfortunately that person will not get an honest answer, but I'm going to show you. So I was looking at the DripX community, and shouts out to Skrilla for educating himself and asking questions, but unfortunately he's going to not get the right answers. So he asked, how is surge price dropping and it's getting burnt every day with a limited supply? And I'm going to break that down. That's why I brought up Drip, to show you how an OG token had the same mechanics and it went down, and this token as well will do the same. CS8197, unfortunately he's drinking the Kool-Aid, doesn't know any better, but his response was, Jeets are making many sacrifices for the benefits of the community. This means that people are selling, and because they're selling, the price is down, you're going to win. That's the bullshit I listened to in the last cycle in the Drip community. They're selling their surge as fast as possible. Price is low due to that. We will go up when Surge Flow is launched. Surge will become quite difficult to obtain by that point. Almost 40% of supply has been burned. So first, I just want to talk about that. He's right. Burning a token can help with price appreciation. I say can because the real factor for price going up or down is liquidity, meaning how much real money is in that token. If you burn a shit token and nobody is buying the shit token, then the shit token, and they're only selling it, the shit token continues to go down. I'll do some simple math. Let's say you have 100 shit tokens and there's $100 tied to it, and people are selling that token. As they sell, the price goes down, right? Well, let's just say you burn 90 of those tokens. Okay, cool. There's still only $100 of liquidity in that shit token. And just because there's only 10 left, the price only goes up if those new people try to buy those 10. Without the new liquidity, price will continue to go down because everyone else has a lot of that shit token. So you can burn as much as you want, but it won't change a damn thing. So I want to bring that up because I'm going to show you on chain, or at least, we'll go on chain a little bit, but also some history to give you some context. So you have these bullish looking metrics that lead you to believe things are working in your favor, but these are made up numbers. This is not the actual liquidity that they had. It's tied to, it's just the price that DEX Tools or BSC Scan creates based off the arbitrary value of the liquidity in the foundational pair. I know that's like a word salad, but it'll make sense later. But first, let's look at the actual ecosystem that started all of these Ponzi-nomics. We go to Drip. So over here, I was doing screen captures from one of the Telegram bots that have been basically reporting on the Drip token. So again, you may not be familiar with this, but Drip ecosystem kicked off 2021. It was done by that guy I showed you, Forex Shark Telegram calls. He was a developer, and it originally came from Bank Teller, another scam community that kicked off Bankroll Flow over on Tron, and they've all taken the same route. But what I want to show you is deflation and how it has done nothing for price action. So up here, I've done the percentages just so you can see. So what happened on March 1st, right before this, the developer came on and changed the code to make Drip deflationary. So this number you see here, 233 million, was the fixed amount of Drip. You can only get more of it if you buy it from the exchanges, off the native exchange or off of people that sell to those exchanges and off of PancakeSwap. It would no longer make it out of thin air. And the vault is what was originally paying out Drip on the platform in the 1% per day daily ROI. So since the vault got turned off, there no longer is an inflationary mechanic in Drip, and this is the fixed amount, right? Hopefully you track so far. So we can fast forward and look at what's happened. So over time, the vault went from 0.34% of the total supply all the way to 2%. That's a nice little 4x change there. Or was it 6x and some change, right? Of amount of Drip being locked up. So this is locked in the vault. It can no longer come out unless, of course, the dev comes back and changes the contract. So that is deflationary. And due to the mechanics, every time you move Drip from a wallet, you buy or sell it, you incur a tax. And that tax is what goes here into the vault. So again, that's deflationary. However, let's take a look at the price. The price on March 1st was, we'll call it 2 cents. The price now, 268 days later, is less than half a penny. How come, as Skrilla said, with a, how is the price dropping with a limited supply and it getting burnt every day? Well, great question. 14,586 Drip is being burnt every day, and the supply is dropping by 0.1% every day, and yet the actual price is dropping every day. That's fascinating. Why? Because this chart, where is it? Drip token. There we go. Took a while to pull up. This chart shows you what's actually happening. You come here and you see that there are no buys, but there are sells, even small amount of sells. So because there's no new money coming in, the price continues to bleed out, even though I just showed you that the token is deflationary. So same thing, this BS is, they're burning the token, but remember, they made trillions. Actually, this isn't even the first iteration, but they made trillions of these tokens. And those tokens are made from thin air. We're gonna now unwind the Ponzi-nomics shitstorm they got you guys into so you can see where the real liquidity is at. So Surge evolved from Venom, which evolved from Drip X, right? So let's start with Surge, because that's what Skrilla's question was. And let's look at the liquidity in Surge. So what we can do, come down here, copy the token address. Come over here into Dex Tools. Let's paste in the token address in Dex Tools and take a look. This is simple DYOR that you can do. All right, over on Dex Tools, this token is tied to these liquidity pairs. And we can look right now and see that there is no liquidity being advertised in any of these tokens. This one has $1.75. This one, nothing at all. Nobody's using USDT. Somebody created that pair on V3 on their own. This one is the Drip X token. There's nothing there. We'll get the Drip X eventually. And then Venom. Venom is the one that we need to look at because that's where the liquidity came from. That was the evolution of Venom into Surge. So let's go ahead and copy paste this token address, and you'll see this same one will come back up. But we're going to dive into it after we just look at Venom, because I want you to see the whole thing from start. So Drip X and Venom, we haven't got there yet. But here's Venom and Surge we just talked about. And here's another Venom and Surge, which has $57,000 of liquidity. So that's a decent amount. We can look at that. But that was created later. And this is the real liquidity, the biggest amount, 316K. So there is 316K of liquidity. However, remember, Surge is a shit token created out of thin air. Venom is a shit token created out of thin air. Drip X is a shit token created out of thin air. But let's take a look at Drip X. I'm going to click on that, but we want to also go back to scratch, get the contract address again, so you can see this for yourself. And before we go into this 316K of liquidity, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we have Drip X and Wrap BNB, which has 418,000. And then all these other ones have absolutely nothing. But let's go back to see the Venom token. Actually, I'm gonna open that up in a separate window so we can have both. All right, so here we have the Venom and Drip X, which says 316,000. Again, that's sizable, right? But these are two shit tokens. So now let's take a look at the Drip X token, because you need to find out where this liquidity is actually coming from. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to take your shit token and turn it into something that has value. So we'll look at Drip X and Wrap BNB. So we got Venom and Drip X, which is again two shit tokens, but the DEX does not know how to calculate this. So it's just showing you the value of these two tokens together based off of the extracted value of Drip X tied to Wrap BNB. That may not make sense, but again, let's dive in so we can see it. So let's look at the pancake swap pair on BSC scan. So we're going to look at Venom and Drip X. So we're going to click this, which will open up BSC scan with this liquidity pair. So as you can see in this contract, you have two tokens, but BSC scan is pretty smart. It's like those tokens have no value. That's strange. Let's go ahead and click the wallet address and take a look. All right, so over here, you have zero liquidity, like actual real monetary value, like BNB or USDT or USDC. You just have two shit tokens paired together. That's it. So Venom and Drip X. Interesting, right? So it looks like here, it's like, oh shit, there's liquidity. But that liquidity is all tied to the value of Drip X. So let's go to Drip X liquidity right here, 386,000. Let's take a look at this pair. We do the exact same thing. Click on the scan. And then here you have 25 tokens in this contract. That's interesting, but it's actually giving us a value. Remember, here, it did not give us a value. Why? Because BSC scan knows the inherent value of the token. So let's go ahead and look at the wallet for Drip X and Wrap BNB. Cool. We have, it's at 25 tokens. We can look at all of these. These are all just shit tokens that probably got dusted into this wallet. Here's one for a penny. Here's another one for a penny, 2 pennies, 20 cents. Boom. Here's your big dollar value. It's 307 Wrap BNB tokens, coins actually, and its value as of today, based off of the $665 price, is $204,000. So technically, out of this 386,000, there is only 204,000 of real monetary, you can live off, buy a cheeseburger with value. The rest is just made up shit tokens. They do not have any value. So again, back to your question, what's happening? You think these are cheats? No. What is actually happening is these are the smart influencers dumping their bags on your head. They know there ain't shit here. They understand that this burning means absolutely nothing. They are getting the hell out of Surge, taking into the Venom if you have to. I don't actually know how this Ponzi-nomic bullshit works. That's why they keep creeping more of it, so it can get more and more confusing. Taking that from Venom all the way back out to Drip X, and Drip X out to the actual liquidity of BNB. And then BNB is being extracted from the system. These guys are smart. You unfortunately are marching to the beat of a drum that will lead you to getting wrecked again this cycle. And I brought this all up to tie it all back together, because as they put on their X full circle moment, if you know, you know. Yep. This was the first Ponzi-nomic platform that I got into or heard about. I didn't actually get into it, but this is where Ray from the Bartertown Conglomerate started his referral leeching. And that's how he learned the game and was able to extract millions from the Drip ecosystem. So it's good that they put this full circle, because it tells you the full circle Ponzi-nomic chain of how this actually works. So bankroll flow was on Tron, and now they have quote unquote surge flow. Doesn't matter what the tokenomics are. It doesn't matter at all. Don't even worry yourself with that. All that matters is liquidity. Is anyone putting BNB into the system? No. Why? Because they bought Drip X, or here's the chart. And then maybe they were buying the dip here, because they were able to dump a shit ton on you and get a hell of a lot of BNB out. And then each time that you ran it up, they bought back in down here. Maybe you guys jumped back in and ran it up. They dumped it again, made more money on you. You ran it up because of a new platform, Venom, Surge, now Flow. So every single time the masses, the lemmings, the dumb apes are jumping in, pumping up the price, and then the OGs with the big bags and the influencer communities and the referral rewards are dumping those bags. That's how this works. That's why, my friend Skrilla, that is why price is dropping, even though it's getting burnt every day, because they are burning a shit token with no value, no intrinsic actual value. And like they said here, over 20% of the surge supply has been cooked, and your bags, my friend, have been cooked as well. That is exactly how this will play out, even with the next evolution of surge flow. So I don't really have a pony or dog in this horse or race, sorry, because I saw this writing on the wall a couple months back. I put 2,000 into the ecosystem and it's just been extracted and will continue to extract. So I didn't put anything else back in here. And if you don't wake up, you too will get wrecked again. And that's why I brought all this back to Drip, because it's the exact same shit. Whenever the devs hide their contracts, don't publish them, create more and more complex tokenomics, it's all simply there to actually extract your capital. Think about Bitcoin. How complicated is it to buy, hold, and sell for hire? Not at all. So to make money in crypto does not need to be complicated. It doesn't need to have all these Ponzi-nomic, tokenomic things to try to make you think you're going to make money, because you cannot make money out of thin air. Only central banks can, and that comes at the expense of everybody else. So if a platform is paying out more than it's bringing in, that is a Ponzi. It's just plain and simple. Yes, these guys went over to Pulse and did some farming, but the amount of money being farmed on Pulse does not even put a dent in the amount of capital being extracted from the system from the people that got in early and are dumping their bags. And it can't outpace that, because they've created all this massive amounts of inflation, and the OGs, the people that understand the game, are not buying back in. And if they are, they're buying back in with fractions just to dump higher. So hopefully Skrilla and anybody else in the Drip X ecosystem will see this. And hopefully people like CS8197 will wake up and realize you are getting wrecked. If you're in an echo chamber like this, you will not find the counter argument to the things I'm stating, or I have the counter argument. So you won't find the statements like this in those chats. You only find people saying bullish, bullish, great opportunity, buy the dip, buy the dip. Keep buying the dip. You're going to get wrecked. And again, the writing is on the wall. Deflationary, bought the dip. It hasn't done shit. Why? Because not enough people are buying in for it to actually rally. Now, again, big caveat, wrap this all up. If out of magical thin air, pixie dust, unicorns and rainbows, there becomes more people buying the token later because of real utility, then yeah, you can see some amazing price appreciation, both in Drip and Drip X. But that's not going to happen. Drip has, probably like 12 to 15 dApps in games, and nobody's using them. There's no hype. So it's not enough. So Drip X will follow the exact same premise, and you're still early in the cycle, so you can get the hell out and avoid these things and focus on stacking your sats. Or if you want to gamble, find a fucking meme coin in the top 20. Go with Pepe, go with Stib, go with Doge. You want to gamble, go with those. But stay on the top 100 with at least 90% of your bag. That's the best advice, not financial advice, that I can give, because this is where all the capital's coming to. If you're trying to become a millionaire, you're just going to get wrecked. And if you're in cult-like communities and dApps, you're guaranteed to get wrecked. Maybe not. 1% will make money. The other 99% get wrecked. All right. That's all I got. Smash that HBO special. Help a brother out. Like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.